Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today I'll be unboxing for you this Numatic Henry HVR160, also known as the Henry Compact. Now I went down to Argos today and picked this up for £124 and change. I'm not exactly sure if that's expensive or not for one of these. I hadn't really shopped around, I just decided to go and buy one. So I went to my local Argos and picked this up. So I've got it on this Lazy Susan here so you can have a little bit of a look around the box. So starting at the front there we have a picture of Henry. So it says Henry 160, HVR160 Compact. It says new on there as well. I mean it says new on the box, but I think this model has been out for at least a year, if not more, and I finally got round to buying one. I wasn't actually going to buy a Henry Compact because I already have a Henry Cordless which is the same size as this, but I thought why not, so you know. So on this side we have some of the features. It talks about the parking feature, the flow nozzle, the cord rewind and the attachments there. On this side we've got another picture of Henry exactly the same as the front, and then finally on this side we have the specs, and it also says made in Great Britain. So that's the box. Alright then, so I've adjusted the camera angle so we can see a top view of the box. So we've got some nice branding on here. It says Henry 160, HVR160 and the Numatic International logo there. I don't think I'll need any scissors for this. It's just held down in the usual way, which is hot glue. Speaking of hot, it's boiling here in the UK today, although funnily enough the sun isn't out, so it's quite cloudy, so if this video comes out quite dark I do apologise. Anyway, let's fold that down there so we can see a view in the top of the box there. So first thing we have out here is the manual. So it says Henry 160 and Hetty 160, that's for. Very typical pneumatic manual with pictures, very little text. The only text there is really is the literature at the back, which tells you about the do's and don'ts and the electrical wiring or whatever and the warranty. So Numatic have been using manuals like this for a long time, and I think it's because Numatic are an international company, of course it says in their name, and they supply products all over the world, so it's quite universal just having pictures. But they actually used to be sketch pictures, they weren't proper photos like that, and I think they changed them to proper photos like we're having these now about 8 years ago I think. I know the Henry that I've bought, the very first Henry I bought back in 2008, that had sketches in the manual. Anyway, here we have the tools. I haven't got any scissors to hand, so I'm just going to have to puncture it. So, very typical pneumatic tools. We have the adapter that you put on the end of the hose to use the small tools on the end of the hose. You have the slide-on brush for the upholstery tool and of course the upholstery tool, and if you want to use the brush you just slide that on the end there. There we go, that's that. We have the crevice tool and we have the dusting brush. Very nice natural horsehair bristles on there. So that is that. So we've got some packaging here. Move that out of the way. Then we have the floor nozzle, which I think, I'd have to check, but I think this is smaller in width than the regular Henry one. You've got your little pedal, pretty standard really. Whoops. There we are. You've got a brush that comes down at the front just on this one. You've got a squeegee at the back. So that's that. You've got your two lint pickers. It's still got the plastic base plate. I wish they'd get rid of that and put a metal one on. I know it cost a bit extra, but Numatic will get far less complaints, I'm sure, because it can be difficult to push. But this seems like a slightly different nozzle, so we'll see if this is any easier to push. These edges don't feel quite as rough as the regular one. We've got a nice little roller at the back to help it glide though. And of course you've got your little parking bracket at the back there. So that's that. Next we have out the two stainless steel straight tubes. Then we have the hose. This is the modern type hose that Numatic supply. It's tapered, I think they call it the conical hose, but it's wider at the cleaner end than it is at the hose cuff end. Still got the nice tapered cuff. I do like those. It means you can just use the end of the hose without having to bother putting a tool on. So that's that. So now we have the curved wand with the suction relief. And I like how these newer Numatics have the little diffuser inside the suction relief control there, because when you open it up it stops the hissing sound when you block the end of the hose off. So let's remove this packaging here. So we have the bags, I believe. Only one spare, is it? Well, that is surprising. Maybe it's hiding, but by the looks of it, you only get one spare bag. The very first Henry that I bought back in 2008, you got 5 altogether. Then they changed it to 3. I think it was 4, then 3, then 2, and now it seems just 1, unless this is a mistake. But by the looks of it, only one spare bag. And these are the HEPA flow ones. Back when I got my very first Henry in 2008, they were paper, so that shows how long ago that was. But there's the spare bag, and we have the little energy label, if that's of any interest to you. I'm not going to bother reading it out because, quite frankly, it's bollocks. So let's just take Henry out here. Yes, definitely only one bag. So there we are. So, let's take the plastic off. I'll readjust the camera angle and we'll have a bit of a closer look. Alright then, so here he is. The Henry HVR160, also known as the Henry Compact. So, as you can see, there's his name on there, Henry 160. It has the 3D face, or the clip-on face. You can see just in there we do have a bag fitted, so you get one bag fitted and a spare bag. I suppose these days you're lucky to get a spare bag at all, but anyway, round to the back we have the 2 pegs for the onboard tool storage. You have the parking bracket there. Just here, oops, there we go, we have the exhaust grill. And there's the switch bank, get a bit closer. And it looks like a slightly different switch than what I've seen before on Numatics. Looks a bit more raised, I don't know how to describe it, but it's got a bit more of a snappy sound to it. So that's interesting. And there we have the mains on light, so when you plug the machine in, that light will illuminate. So we still have the locking handle. They introduced this in about 2007, 2008 I think. So that's a handy little feature. Let's just show you the rating plate. So hopefully you'll be able to pause that to have a read if you're interested. I won't bother reading it out. But we have the rubber coated wheels on the back there. We have the glamour caps on the wheels. And the front wheels are also rubberized as well, slightly. And they do feel good quality. I mean, the quality of pneumatic machines has gone down over the years. But, you know, it's still a good quality machine. Made in Britain, this, not China. So, I'll just show you the the tool storage here. So the idea is that you stack the tools up on top of each other, like that. And they just sit on those pegs at the back. I think they do a very top end Henry now. There's so many Henry models, it's so difficult to keep up with. But they do a big version, and it has 4 pegs on the back, so it's got space for all the tools. But for the standard size Henry and the compact Henry, you just have to stack them up like that, but it's still very convenient. So here we have the card. Got the protector still on the plug there. Triangular plug if you're interested in that. Just got a manual card rewind as you come to expect. Still has the rubber bumper all the way around. That's good. Got the 2 clips. You just pull the top of Henry off. There you can see under the motor unit there, you just see the motor. I think Numatic use lamb motors in these now, and they are, ooh, sorry, my leg's gone to sleep. They are single speed 620 watt motors, so they are quite low powered, but they are very powerful. I think Henrys are the only machines that I've come across anyway that still have the same sort of suction power even with the reduced wattage, because originally this style of Henry, of course the compact one wasn't out at the time, but what the regular size Henry in this sort of style was 1200 watts, but the power difference isn't, you know, that different, so that's good. So we have the Tritex filter, a little bit smaller than a standard Henry, because of course this is a compact version. So it's just the basic filter. They still tell you not to wash it, I think. Here it says on there, you can see that, I don't know. Do not wash. You get sent to prison if you wash it. Anyway, here we have the bucket, or the drum, I believe Numatic call this. We have the bag fitted. So nothing different there. Some of the avid Numatic collectors like to see the different mouldings and stuff that Numatic use, because they change them quite frequently. I think it just depends which machine they've used, to be honest. So is that in? There we are, we're about straight, aren't we? There we go. So I think that's all there is I can say about the machine. So let's just pull the card out here. Still get a 10 metre card. Because Henrys are still designed for commercial use, even though they're very domesticated the way they market them now, they're still commercial vacuums. So you do get a long cord. Interesting that it stops there. Usually anyone that's pedantic like that will usually know that when all the card's pulled out, the knob stops there, but for some reason it's only coming to there. But anyway, that's all the cord. Very long cable. So we'll just plug it in. Move that out of the way. And we can see that the little mains on light is illuminated. So we'll just pop the hose on. There we are. We'll pop the curved wand on the end, and we'll see if it sounds the same as what I'm expecting. I don't see why it wouldn't, but anyway, let's have a go. Very nice. So there we go. So let's just pop the wands on. and the floor tool, and we'll just push it round and see how easy it is to push with this slightly different floor tool. Right, okay, so I've brought the Henry Compact down to my living room because there's a bit more space in here. It's a bit squeezed upstairs at the moment in my bedroom. So I've got a vacuum in bits up there, so I barely had enough room to unbox it really. But anyway, let's switch this on now and give it a push around and see what it's like with this floor tool. One thing you may notice is it's very quiet, so I can comfortably speak over it. It does seem easier to push. More manoeuvrable as well, the smaller size. So there we go. Well, the suction is so powerful that it's... I know this carpet's old, but I mean it was really pulling it up and moving the carpet about. So that's one thing that pneumatics have always been known for, is that they're very powerful. So that's that anyway. So I won't bother boring you winding it up. But there's the red Henry Compact, and a little secret that I've been keeping from you throughout this video is that I also bought a blue version. So I know, yes, exactly the same, the only difference is the bucket. But I was there last night looking on Argos's website and I couldn't decide whether to get the blue one or the classic red one. So I thought, sod it, I'll just get both, as you do. So I had the blue one delivered this morning. I didn't bother doing an unboxing video because I wanted to do the unboxing of the classic red one. So I had the blue one delivered and I went down to Argos and picked this one up because I didn't want the delivery driver thinking that I was an absolute crackpot. Even though I am, but you know, I'm sure you all are watching this video. Unless you're a general consumer that's just stumbled across this video, then you're probably thinking, what on earth am I watching? But anyway, for my regular viewers, you know what it's like, don't you? But anyway, from me and these two Henry Compacts, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I won't be doing a demo of either one of these because, you know, there's tons and tons of Henry videos on YouTube of people picking up all sorts of crap with them. So I don't really see the point, but I just thought you might find it interesting to see yet another pneumatic unboxing. So like I said, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care.